Hello, what's going on, you guys? You're watching Zelocity, and today I'm going to just go over this horrible video that I've seen on the internet on YouTube. It's a powerlifting accident recently. A Russian powerlifter named Alexsandr Sedykh. Sedykh. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but Alexsandr Sedykh recently broke both his knees while performing a squat in a powerlifting meet. And let me just go over this and let me just give you my review of what actually went wrong and how you can avoid injuries in the gym, because it's really important to be safe in the gym, and just lifting heavy weights is not the right way. Like lifting heavy is not the only thing which matters while going into the gym, because I'm not saying that the powerlifter did an ego lift, but most of the people I see in the gym are lifting weights just because they want to satisfy their ego. And I'm going to tell you how you can avoid that, how you can stay safe even when you're lifting heavy. So let's go over the video first. Just have a look at this. It's going to be really hard to watch, so just hold your seats and hold yourself, hold your hands, hold whatever. But then it's hard to watch, but please watch it, because this is how you're gonna actually know what to do right and wrong. But let's watch it, okay? Oh. Did you hear him scream at the end? That was so bad. Oh my god. Okay, so let's watch this video from beginning. I'm gonna break it down now where the lift actually went wrong. Okay, just watch this. So he goes in nice and strong. He's breathing, going under the barbell. Yeah, he's prepping himself. He's under the barbell. Okay, he's taken the grip on the barbell, he's up. Okay. This is where he should have stayed in position, because his position, the positioning of his feet was absolutely perfect, intact, and his body was strong, his breath was tight, he lifted the weight up from the rack, all good. Now, watch this. He stepped back even when it was not really necessary. But okay, because see, the way the powerlifting squat rack is made, it's designed in a way that you don't have to step back. The way as soon as you unrack the weight, the people, they just pull the rack out, and there's a safety, the band that you see, that's the safety band there. Yeah, it's there to protect the weight from falling down and hitting the ground, and the person hitting the ground. Okay, but the rack, the metal rack that you see here, as soon as he lifts the weight, the racks are out. And he shouldn't have stepped back. He could have done the lift right there. I don't understand why he went back. But okay, maybe he wanted a better positioning of his feet. Maybe he wanted a tighter grip on the ground, because when you're powerlifting, you grip the ground with your feet, and that has to be really strong, because it's a squat again. Or even if it were a deadlift or a bench press, he would have made his feet tightly gripped onto the ground. But he had it in the first place. Maybe he wanted a better grip. He stepped back. Okay. And look at him, he's shaking so hard. He's trembling, his body is literally having an earthquake right now, okay? Now, this is where he should have racked the weight again and waited for a while and then attempted the lift again. No, he should not have performed the lift. He should not have performed the lift. Am I saying that he's a bad powerlifter? No, he's incredibly better than me at powerlifting. I'm nobody. I have a squat 1 rep max of 130 kgs. I'm nobody. I'm not saying he's a bad powerlifter. I'm just saying, with experience, with the knowledge that I have, that I possess, he should not have performed the lift right here, because he was trembling. He took a step back. He couldn't place his feet right on the ground. He was shaking. He was going back and forth. Have a look at this again. Have a look at this very carefully. He's unracked, step back, legs shaking, more back, see, back, front, right. This is where he should have stopped. He had no stability in his core. He had lost his stability, but he still went on to perform. Look at this. Even though he was wearing knee straps, the injury happened. Knee straps are not meant to protect you from knee damage. It's just meant to give you a little more assist because your knees are tighter, and then you can lift a little more weight. Maybe if your 1 rep max is 130 kgs, with the knee straps you can maybe lift 140 kgs. If your 1 rep max is 200 kgs, maybe you can lift 205 kgs. Not incredibly huge amount of weights, but then still he had the knee straps, but his feet are the base of the lift. Okay, that is how you're standing. If you stand, you're standing on your feet, and if your feet are not stable, you'll fall off, and that is what happened. That was 400 kgs on his shoulder. Do you think you can be stable without your feet being stable on the ground, without your base being strong? Can you lift 400 kgs? You can't even stand straight if your feet are not stable on the ground. Now look at this. He still attempted the lift. He went down and his knees just gave in. This is literally something that you need to know, that if you're not ready for the lift, don't go for half squats, don't go for quarter squats. If the weight is too high, just rack it and then reduce the weight. But if you are training for powerlifting, make sure that your feet are stable on the ground. Your base needs to be strong. If your base is not strong, I'll tell you in steps, okay? Let me just break it down to you. The steps of a proper squat. Number 1, take your breath nice and tight, keep your core tight, grip the barbell as strong as you can, go under the barbell, rack it out, lift it up from the rack. If you're lifting in a gym, just take one step back with the tightness maintained. Don't keep the barbell on the shoulder and just leave it just for support. No, keep it as tight as possible, because just imagine this situation, okay? If I ask you to grip something tight, so just do this one thing. Just see it for yourself how this works out, okay? Take one hand, fist, like close the fist as tight as you can, and now feel your abs, feel your abdomen. Do you see it contracting? If you grip something tight, your abs pop out, like that's your abs are also contracting. And when you leave it tight, your abs are not that tight now, okay? They're not contracting, they're relaxed. So when you grip something tight, and when you just grip it so tight, your abs contract, and that is how you maintain that stability. So number 1, grip it tight, go under the barbell, lift up, take one step back, still being strong. Take a huge deep breath. It's basically called the Valsalva maneuver, okay? So when you breathe in deep and make your core tight, imagine the tire of a truck. The tire of a truck is inflated and then it can carry tons of weight. But if it's deflated, it cannot carry anything. Do you think the truck can carry tons of weight when it's deflated? The tires are deflated? No. So the similar way, your core needs to be inflated and tight, okay? Then just take a deep breath in, keep your core nice and tight, inflated, and then perform the lift only when your feet are stable. When you feel it's going to happen, and when you feel you're confident that your body is stable, your feet are stable, and your core is stabilized. If not, just rack the weight and just do it after 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just take some rest. Give your body, give your CNS, central nervous system, the time to rest and recover, okay? For all the powerlifters out there, it's a nightmare. And trust me, you don't want to have this in your life, okay? Leave your ego out of the door, guys. Like, I'm sure that so many people watch powerlifting videos and they're like, okay, I'm gonna add 3, 4, 5 plates on the barbell and I'm gonna do squats, deadlifts, whatever. It's not worth it. If you're going to compete in powerlifting, then please go for it. But then if you're just an average dude or an average female going to the gym, just wanting to look better, look healthier, be healthier, then you don't have to lift that much weight and go for 1 rep maxes every time. 1 rep max is basically a weight with which you can perform only 1 rep, and this is what the powerlifters do. You don't have to perform 1 rep maxes. You don't have to lift 200 kgs on the deadlift and just post it for the Instagram. No, it's not worth it. People don't care about how much you're lifting. People just care about how you look and and you should care about how healthy you are. And yes, you will be healthy if you lift weight, but not if you're lifting weights just to satisfy your ego, right? It's not worth it. And just pray for this guy for a speedy recovery. He's on bed rest for 2-3 months. His legs, he needs to retrain his legs to walk. He can't even walk for 3 months. It's really, really terrible. So please, one request to all of you, leave your prayers for this guy. This guy really needs it right now. He needs it for a speedy and a successful recovery. But it's okay, injuries do happen in the gym. It can happen anywhere. You can just take your bike out for a ride and then you can just get into an accident and you can just lose your legs, lose your hand, whatever. And it's uncertainties always happen, but then you can always take precautionary measures. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out and ride your bike, you shouldn't lift heavy weights. I'm just saying that lift it with the right technique. Go out and ride your bike with the right technique. Don't just ride like an idiot, and don't just lift weight like an idiot in the gym and just post it for the Instagram. It's not worth it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave your prayers for this guy, and leave your comments below about what you think about this lift and this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.